looking at the lineup, though, I mean, and it's on the screen here for everybody. This
Yep.
is the updated roadmap that came out in today's town hall. As you can see, ranked rewards, which came out in Q2, is at 100%. And it's interesting that they bumped up modern and wild phase 1 in front of the tech modernization, and modernization is at 95%.
Right.
But if you look at it though, Q2 or Q3, which starts next week, has modern and wild phase 1, tech modernization, non-card market, and then Rift Watchers, and additionally land phase 1. Like, that's a lot happening in Q2. I mean Q3.
That's all Q2,
That's
right?
Q3.
Oh, right. But Q2, like you said, Q2 ends in
A week. Yeah. So I mean Q3 is packed. And it does seem like you would need modern and wild, and you need the tech modernization and you need all those three things, the non-card market before land. Like, that makes sense to me. Rift
right.
Watchers is just whenever, I guess. But
So when is phase 1 for land showing on there now?
at the end, I mean, it looks like the end of Q3.
Okay.
And so, I mean, we're sometime in September, I guess. So, I mean, that's a month up from when we thought, because it was supposed to be Q. Oh no, yeah, it's supposed to be in Q.
No,
Like October.
Yeah, I mean it was always in Q3. The one I just showed was in Q3 too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was they pushed there was supposed to be a few things coming out by Q2, and a few things got pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
Wild modern, non-card market, and tech modernization was all supposed to be done in Q2.
Yep.
And ranked rewards. So
Well, we got ranked rewards, and from the consensus of that you and I had, and what people had on the channel here, it seemed like it's very well received.
It's not necessarily, it's very well received by me. I for sure, like, from looking at the big picture standpoint, like, that saved the game. The game was in bad shape until they came out with those new ranked rewards. Now, the new ranked rewards has definitely upset a lot of people who don't understand everything, or they also had been approaching the game similar to the way the bots were approaching it, but just as humans. And so they're not able to extract as much for as little. I think there's some frustration from people with that regards. But like, I think, from a overall standpoint, a lot more value is now going to more people,
Going to the
and
players.
not just these huge like farms that were cranking it out, really extracting. So
Well, I'm looking at the roadmap here, man, and there is a lot coming out in Q3. It would not surprise me if things got bumped back, but we would need the non-card market to exist before land reveal happens, because those land NFTs are supposed to be sold in that non-card market.
yeah, I mean, I get it. But even if they couldn't be sold yet in the non-card market, like, just to be able to break, I don't know, like, the fact that there's just been, like, the fact that I'm looking at phase 1 25%, and we're 20 months into land, frustrates me.
I don't know why.
Especially, yeah, I know. Especially, I mean, that's is like, I feel like I'm having the same conversation every couple of weeks, but it's like, it's because it keeps getting kicked down the road a little bit more, a little bit more. So it's like,
well,
I know back in
only
January,
hope,
we definitely thought we'd be opening land by now.
yeah, we thought it would be March or April.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, exactly. It's like, it just has like, so So it's hard for me to like. I just hear about this new game, cool. But
No, I get.
I have a region of land. You know,
Yeah,
I've had to ride this roller coaster up to where that region of land has gone from
a half a million.
$10,000 to well over $500,000, where
Yeah.
a couple sold for over $500,000 to back now down to $100,000. You know,
Yeah.
like with just being on that ride, like no way off of that ride.
It's either
No
you're
way
on
to.
or you're off.
I'm either
There's
on
no.
or off. There's no like
Yeah.
here, take half of my assets or 10% of my assets or anything.
Well, hopefully,
So
with, or my hope is, and my belief, honestly, is that with the ranked rewards updates, that it fixed a lot of other issues. It was a lot bigger than just ranked rewards, right? So I'm
they definitely address a lot of issues with the
yeah.
rank. I am thrilled. You know,
So
I'm not beating around the bush with that. I'm thrilled with the changes they made to the game and to the ranked rewards and the adjustments they're going to keep making for that and the directions they're going with that.
yeah. Well,
Absolutely huge.
if you looked at like what actually is on the roadmap for what that accomplished, economy design, back and front end code, UX, UI design, stuff like that. That only scratches the surface of what the ranked rewards brought to the table. And I'm hoping land is the same way. That with the development time that it's taken and everything they're putting in place to boost it, the modernization, upgrade the non-card market, a modern wild league, like all of that's going to play into land somehow. And so I'm really hoping that
Yeah. No,
land is just out of
I
this world awesome.